Hello, I found an 1800s brass coated bronze desk set from the 1800s Victorian Edwardian period. Cleaned some tarnish off of it, and a viewer gave me a tip on how to clean this up more easily. Stay tuned. Hey folks, welcome back to Pine Meadows Hobby Farm. I love hints and tips and communications and comments from my viewers because we learn so much from them. In a previous episode, I showed you where I went in my treasure hunting series. I went to a thrift shop down in Gold Hill, Oregon. At this little thrift shop here is a Harvest Time thrift shop connected to the church. Anyway, I went in and I found this artifact. It is from the 1800s from England. It is from the Edwardian Victorian period, and what it is, it's a brass plated bronze figure. It's a double inkwell desk set. Cleaned it up in that episode with some Brasso and a toothbrush. But I didn't get the insides of the cups, and nor did I get the underneath of the cups. So in this episode, I'm going to use a hint and a tip from a viewer that says, well, just try using ammonia. So we're going to give that tip a try today. So I'm working outdoors because of the fumes. I don't want to cause problems with my wife. So I'm filling this container full of ammonia, straight ammonia, to see how it works. Now that viewer indicated just immerse this in the ammonia. See, there's the bottom. You still have some stuff there. Just immerse it in the ammonia and let it set for a couple of hours. And then see what comes of it. So we're going to set this down. At least that much. And we'll come back and look at the bottom. I'm going to go ahead and scoop some ammonia inside here and let that do its job. Try to clean up all that tarnish. Then later we'll just take it out and turn it over and soak the tops part of it. There we go. So I'll be back in a couple of hours and we'll see the outcome. Look how green the solution is turning because it's removing all the tarnish. This is working. It's been a couple of hours now, so let's take a look at it. I flipped it over and tried to get some more tarnish off of it. And look at the bottom now. It did remove the tarnish, and that's why the solution is so green. And I just got to rinse it out in the inside. Look how dark it turned. Let me go rinse it off. I'll be right back. Wow, if anything, I think it created a problem because it removed the tarnish from the bottom and set the tarnish on the top. So that's not good. That's weird. Let's try this. I have this mortar shell. It's solid brass that I got when I was a kid. 16 years old. I've had it. I was going to turn it into a lamp. I still may, but I've been using it as a vase. So let's stick it in the solution and see what it does to it. And I'll just leave it there for maybe a half hour and we'll come back and check to see what it does. So I'm hitting this up with Brasso again, and I smelt the Brasso. Yep, and I smelt the ammonia. Interesting. The odors resemble each other. Very close, if not exact. And the thickness of it, I think it's an abrasive, a light abrasivement, so I wonder if just toothpaste and ammonia would make up some Brasso. I don't know, we could try that. But I gotta get this cleaned up. It tarnished just sitting in there in just the ammonia. So I had to hit it up with some Brasso and soap and water and the toothbrush into the soap and water to get everything out. Because just sitting in here, it released all that tarnish, and the tarnish settled in the nooks and crannies that I worked so hard to get it out. So I guess Brasso, but I mean, this by itself may work. We're still test it with this brass ball. Shell, but the gentleman also indicated it works with gold also, so it really tarnished the set because it released tarnish off the bottom and out of the insides, and then it settled into the nooks and crannies here, and then I had to scrub it up with Brasso again. Now I'm wondering, because the odor in Brasso and the odor in this tub are identical. Can't say for sure the active ingredient in Brasso, but there is an abrasive in Brasso for the polishing part of it, so who knows. So let's look and see. We've had this in here for a half hour. Let's see what this shell appears to be. Wow, look at that. It did remove tarnish. That's amazing. So it does remove tarnish, just straight ammonia. It works. So as far as this test goes, we have a little bit of a disappointment with this because we soaked it, tried to remove some more tarnish, and it just didn't work quite as well as I expected. But it did work for the solid brass mortar shell. It did, but not for this. Interesting. Well, I'm your host, Jerry Hansen, here at Pine Meadows Hobby Farm. We're a frugal homestead tucked up in the Cascade Ranges, and we try to find ways to do things cheaper because, you know, some products are expensive. And if you can find the base product at pennies, then that's what I'm looking for to help you. We did a trial DIY. I'm still not convinced. It weighs in the balance. It did work on the mortar shell, but I was disappointed with the 1800s Victorian artifact. Yeah, disappointed. Stay tuned to more videos. You can do that by subscribing and clicking that bell icon. That'll alert you to new videos as I do upload them. Give us a thumbs up, leave a comment, share our videos on your social media platforms. It helps out a lot. Please be safe, always be kind. We'll see you guys in the next adventure. Bye-bye now.